Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Friday, September the 29th, 2023. Friday, September the 29th. Well, you know what? Finally, Trina, and I hate those kinds of names, Trina and Spencer slept together. Um, One thing I would have to say is I like the way they set up the whole evening from she loved the play that they went to or whatever it was they saw, and she loved the dinner that they had and champagne, and she told him she loved him because he told her at the hotel when they were having the little pre-dinner stuff before they got ready that he loved her, and she didn't say it back. So he told her he was kind of worried. And what took her so long? And she goes, look, uh aunt, what's her name? What's Curtis's aunt? I don't know why I can't think of her name. Who cares? Curtis's aunt. Right? She said it's good to, make a man wonder, so or wait. He goes, well, I was worried. But anyway, so they had nice, tender, love making for the first time. She was a virgin, so it was caring. It wasn't in the gallery. Remember, she wanted to sleep with Spencer. Oh my goodness. When she found out Curtis was her father, right there in the gallery, and he's like, no, Trina, you're hurt, you upset, and you deserve better than right here on the gallery, like gallery floor, because what do they have to do, clear off the desk? No, or a gallery bench, I think they had in there. He's like, no. So it was nice. So the only thing I have to say is this is the calm before the storm. Calm before the storm. Something is going to happen. But at least she will always remember New York, which is when he gave her that necklace. He says, I want you to always remember this night. So he gave her something that she's going to always say, if I have to say XYZ was the perfect night, this was it. So, you know what? I ain't mad at that, because soaps can only let people be happy for that long, right? So then we have uh, Nina finally told Sonny about what Stella did. Now that's Trina Curtis's aunt, Stella. There we go. I knew the name was just right here, and I couldn't. Stella, Aunt Stella told Trina. She finally told Sonny about Gladys and what Gladys had done to Sasha. He was pissed. He said Gladys will be dealt with. Oh, he was mad. And he goes, Nina says, I should have told you sooner, but you had so much going on, and I felt I could handle it. I could take care of it. Yeah, well, you felt wrong. Don't even know the half of it, right? Anyway, he that I didn't like his reaction. Yes, his reaction was Gladys will be dealt with swiftly, but he didn't have enough of a reaction to me. Meaning, okay, you're saying that Cody kidnapped, but she goes, I don't think he kidnapped her. I think he went in and rescued her. From what Gladys was saying, it was, what that doctor had to pay him off. Cody rescued her. But what should Sonny have done, everybody? Call Dante. Right then and there. Sasha was supposed to be family. You just finding out she is possibly kidnapped out there somewhere, and that she had been taken advantage of by Gladys. I'm picking up the phone. I'm calling my men. APB on Gladys Corbin. APB. Okay? And next call is to my son, Dante. What's going on? I hear your friend kidnapped Sasha. So Dante could tell him, no, Sonny. That's not what happened. But see, hopefully Right now, that call from Sonny, if it would have been called to Dante, would have went to voicemail because Dante better be at Fern Cliff. He better be there, rescuing and saving Sasha, making sure she does not get injected with another needle. So anyway, Nina was sitting on the bed. And they said, "Let's go to bed. We can't solve anything tonight." And I'm thinking, "But you better act like you really care tonight, Sonny." So they get in the bed, and Nina has all this paperwork. Olivia wants her to make decisions on this, that, and the other for a wedding, and yada yada yada. And she goes, "I just don't have time." They've got a big shot for Crimson, the December issue, and the motto is they don't have a motto. She got sick, so it's just she's got so much on her plate. And he goes, "Nina, Nina, we do not have to do all this. You already said you don't have time. Let's go to the island tomorrow and get married." Right? And he goes, "What do you say?" So she looks at him, and then she looks at all them papers. She throws them up in the air and says, "Yes." Right? So now we're escalating the wedding. This means we got A, B, or C happening. Carly goes to Michael, says she needs her help, his help, to proving that the judge gave Drew a harsh sentence. They want Alexis to run an article in the Invader, but he goes, Alexis is not going to write a hit piece article on a judge. She's not. But, if we give her enough evidence, she will look into it. And Carly goes, "Well, Diane is also working on an angle, but we got to do something. We got to work on this to get Drew out." And so he goes, "The problem also is who told on you two, who snitched, because what's in it for them?" So he goes, "I have made inways with a contact in the Fed department, and I might have a lead really, really soon as to who made that call, who the informant is." So see, Michael is getting close. Diane is looking into a way to get Drew off. And I'm telling you, Ned is on the verge of getting his memories back. Ned is going to tell. See, and now that we know Sonny and Nina are going to the island, you think Carly, Michael are going to show up on the island and stop that wedding? Right? It's going to be interesting how it works out. And or if Nina does happen, they sneak away to the island, come back married. Now we're this close to the truth coming out. Sonny's going to look at her and divorce her so fast. Her head will spin. "But you're my husband." "Give me that ring back, girl." "Not anymore." "You went after my family, my daughter's mother." Oh, woo. Look, Nina will be dealt with swiftly. That's what's going to happen there. So it's funny. They were kind of simultaneously running Trina and Spitzer's love scene against Liz and Finn's makeout scene in the hospital shower, the nurse and doctor's lounge shower. Now Liz is fully dressed. She's going in there. Finn is the one showering up, butt naked in there. He turned around, she right there. And he's looking like, "Well, hey, okay." So she comes all in, and oh, they're making out, kissing all under the shower. Oh, man, Elizabeth. She gets him all hot and bothered and steps back as if I'm taking it off. Turns and walks away. Then turns the shower nozzle to cold because she had him ready to go. Right? That was pretty good. I guess Jeannie Francis's vacation is semi over. Her and Kevin show up in Switzerland. And in Switzerland, they meet with what is this picture? Oh, that's Laura and Kevin. They meet with a banker where Nicholas some of his Swiss accounts are, and the guy tells him, oh, because he really likes Laura, that he's been, I guess, family money has been in that bank for a long time. And he says, well, there have been a number of withdrawals, you know, from your son. He goes, your son has business accounts and he also has a lot of personal accounts, different personal accounts. And one in particular started getting a lot of activity, a few months ago, or activity, and now the activity has picked up a few days ago. So he goes and he gets the record and he gives them to her. And of course, it doesn't show, which is what Nicholas said. He was going to Switzerland to leave some bread crumbs for his mother, just to prove he's not dead. So Laura had those papers, and Kevin is like, let's go back to the hotel to celebrate. And she's like, celebrate what? He's like, well, for one, no, maybe Laura said to celebrate. And he's like, for what? And she's like, my son is alive. See, now she knows he's alive. So all that hugging and smiling and celebrating should turn into that sneaky son of a. He has done this to me again. He has disappeared, us thinking he's dead, and my son is doing what he did. Oh my God. Oh, Laura should be too through and saying, you know what? Let's celebrate at the hotel as we make our reservations to go back home, Kevin. Because it's obvious my son don't want to come back home. And she goes, this large amount of money, he's funding something else. He's probably going to buy Spoon Island back. Nah, yep, that's what he's going to do. It's up for sale. Showed Ava looking at the pictures. Speaking of which, Mason showed up and took Ava. So he's going to have her held captive somewhere, right? Because Cyrus told him, Ava ratted us out. Oh, you take care of her. You make her pay, right? So we have, it's so funny. We haven't seen nosy Nurse Amy in forever. She shows up on today's episode and she goes, Nurse Baldwin, so-and-so gave her some message. And Elizabeth goes, thank you, Amy. And then she goes, oh, and Dr. Finn, your patient. She goes over to hand him a chart. She looks at his wet hair. She looks back over at Elizabeth's wet hair because Elizabeth's putting her hair up in a ponytail. And she goes, hey, why are both your hairs wet? I would look at her and say, it doesn't really matter, does it, Amy? Now get back to work. You know, what? Hey, I'm thinking, oh my goodness. You're not in high school, Amy. You are not in high school. Get a grip. Okay? Get a grip. So, anyway, this was not a cliffhanger Friday. Quite honestly, I would rather have seen the Sasha scene today. Yes, they have the Trina and Spencer. Finally, we got to do the deed. But I don't know, everybody, if they had to take a poll, which would you rather have seen today? Now, I could have seen Trina and Spencer Monday, but you want to know who I wanted to see today? Sasha, Dante, Gladys, Dr. Montague, Cody. Okay. I want to see that. That's Cliffhanger Friday. So anyway, everybody, look, we've got, I think it's like 54 comments from Comment Corners. All I'm going to say is thank you so much. The conversation was popping, right? Excellent conversation. I want everybody, come on in, read each other's comments. I love how you all chime in on each other's comments. That is great because that's interaction back and forth. I love that. but I'm not going to go ahead and read because even if I start at the top, I'd get this much to the in middle. Start at the middle, get this. It's just too much today. But great comments, great comments. So anyway, everybody, I will be back on Monday with another daily recap of General Hospital.